I needed to replace one of these tail lights, this tail light here, and went to Harbor Freight to get a new one, and one single tail light was $17, and this whole set was maybe 30, 25 maybe. I think it might have been 20, between 25 and 30. Plus, they give you all the wire. So I decided, because this trailer originally had ground wire as the frame, which is BS. So I decided I'm just going to rewire the whole thing, and use the new plug and everything. I kind of didn't like this plug came from underneath there. I always was afraid I was going to jam it on something. And I like to run it through these pipes that protects it a little bit without being too much work. You can't really do this easily, I think. So, on this, but it protects most of it. So real quick, and then what I did was, still didn't give me a ground wire, but there was so much wire, because this is just a short trailer, that I cut off the extra, and then I'm soldering in a ground wire from that extra wire. So I'm going to show you how I solder it. Right. So I already put flux on it. I'll put a little more on it. You want to put the flux on, that helps it to flow. And then you get your soldering gun hot. And then what you want to do is, the soldering gun won't hardly get the thing hot without solder. It needs the solder to transmit the heat in like in a liquid state. It'll transmit the heat to the wire. You can't hardly heat that wire first. So you touch the solder and the wire at the same time, and when that solder melts, it'll transmit the heat to the wire. It's moving on me. Almost. Even another thing, it helps if this tip is clean. This tip is kind of dirty. There it goes. There it goes. I was going to show, well, it already flowed pretty good. I was going to show you if it's got a ball that's not heated up, but it already heated up. So that's about it. Another thing I like to do, let's put a little silicone right here. Try to keep the rain out a little bit. You can silicone these pipes too to help to keep the water out a little bit. Especially this one would be a good one to silicone. Get that up there, like that. Those two will drain out. I had to get some kind of something on this one too, but I don't know what it would be. Some kind of protection, some kind of pipe that I don't know what. I need something on this right here. I guess I could fasten it there. That would help a little. dandy little trailer. It's strong. You can. I gotta put those wood boards back, because I can load this. Put those wood boards. They go up to about here. You can load it full of mulch, and you can load it with gravel to here and dirt. I'd say 1,000 pounds. It can handle it. And the great thing is when it's empty, you can wheel it anywhere. It's and like if you got to back up, if it's empty and you got to back into something, you can just wheel it. Then take it off, unhook it, wheel it, hook it back up. It's a time saver. But it's not big enough to transport lawnmowers, riding lawnmower, or a fifth zero turn. I'm going to go ahead and put this plywood back on. I might have to get some new. Anyway, for the walls, because I'm going to go get gravel, and the gravel will filter out through this. And also when I get other stuff, it's nice to have the walls. You can fill it up more. And also when you're dumping with the scoop, the walls help it to stay in because it's kind of small. So I was using, bolts and big washers like this, bolt through like this, and but the problem is they would tend to unscrew. Plus, it's kind of tedious. I'm thinking, I had this idea before, but I bought these screws that have kind of big heads. I think they're about the right length. And I'm going to screw through into a block. I'm going to cut up pieces of 2x4s that I have laying around and screw through the plywood into the 2x4. So I cleaned it up. That took 5 minutes. I guess I hit that. I guess I hit that steel. Oh, rats. Need to be a little bigger. So the heads are great. It's hitting that pipe. But they can be good torques. Torques are better. I might have to pre-drill these. Well. Actually, what I should do is take this side. I decided to give these catfish some hot dog. Should be able to see them good today. It's quiet. Well, there's a glare. Let's see. So I can see them. I don't know if you can see them. They were scooting pretty fast. Well, it's not catfish. They were seeing it was. There they are. See them over there? Some glare on the water. There, you can see them now, right? That water's just a little above 30 degrees. But they're swimming around. They don't know any better. So these screws, the special screws I brought, aren't quite long enough. They worked. In ideal, they'll work, but if there's anything in the way, they're not long enough. So these 2 inches, and really, I wanted this head, but really it doesn't matter that much. I should have saved my money. I wanted to, one place where I had to use the 2 inches is here, because I wanted to sandwich this, because one thing about this trailer, it's so small, you can't see it when you're in the van. If you're in a pickup truck, you probably could see it, but in my van, I can't see it. So I stick that up, then I can see it. All right, that's done. Let's go get some gravel. So here we are at the concrete gravel place, and it's Friday, almost 5 o'clock. It's 4:30. I was kind of bashful. Look at all the trucks lined up. Really, this is heavy. That's real heavy. But I think it's all right. Maybe some other guys might have loaded more. See, I still got some spring left. The tires ain't sagging too bad. But that's going to be real heavy. It's real heavy. They make those. Septic tanks there in a variety of concrete products, which is interesting. I went and watched them. You know, the trick is, I don't know. The trick is they use a special mix of concrete. You know, that's fine. I don't know how they do it. You pour that object. Like a septic tank is a box, basically, a box with a lid, and you know, then you transport it somewhere. It's kind of amazing to me. Up on the second gear, I better pay attention to my driving.